Notre Dame at Duke. Golly, this game was pretty awesome. How cool would it have been if I was right about the Duke upset? And guess, let me tell you how close I was. I was 1 yard away from being right.
Or multiple plays. I mean, on that drive in
Yeah.
general, you had a safety blitz or a nickel blitz, and you had Sam Hartman dead to right. And I love Sam Hartman, right? But he is not like Lamar Jackson in the backfield. He is not Caleb Williams in terms of sack avoiding. You can get to him, and the guy whiffed, and I get it, right? That's a hard play to make. You see it all the time, especially in college football, right? With blitzers or free runners just missing quarterbacks. Oh, I know Mike Elko wants that one back, man. That they could have won that game. And
Dude.
obviously with Riley Leonard going down, did not look great. It sounds like it's a high ankle, which is multiple weeks. So you never know. And yes, they've got, a game or two to get ready, a week or two to get ready for Florida State. But I don't know about Riley Leonard, and we know how important he is. And
Oh,
but
yeah. He is everything to this team. He is everything. I mean, like, now as a passer, right, there's a lot that needs to improve on. He's not shown me this year that he's taken a step forward in that department, but just in terms of like the pure playmaking ability, he just does it. He has it, man. Like he has it. And this here's what I'll say. I don't really feel a whole lot differently about either of these two teams. I really don't. Uh Notre Dame, they're missing a couple key pieces on offense, including some receivers, and it showed. I mean, and they really struggled to pass the ball. We said that Mike Elko was going to find ways to stop the run, and he did. Except, of course, that last play, Estime just being Estime, right, and just finding a way to score. A couple broken tackles there. I just, I don't feel differently about either of these two teams. I think Mike Elko is, dude. Remember what I said? Like, now, okay, granted, you kind of disagree with him, right? You thought he should have gone for that fourth down on 4th and 3 or fourth, whatever that was, late in the game, potentially put it away. I don't know, man. I thought Mike Elko coached a heck of a game, a heck of
he
a
did.
game
He did.
where you gave your team a chance. Notre Dame 4th and 16, up one with like minutes left go in the game, and of course Sam Hartman makes a play and scrambles out of there, and wins a ball game for them. Of course, I'm gonna give huge credit to Duke there, and I'm not gonna say that Notre Dame was terrible. I'm not gonna say it because I think Duke's defense, they're just a veteran defense who went on the road, right? Sam Hartman knows how Sam Hartman's been on the road in the ACC before, right? I mean, he knows it's pretty tough. He knows it's tough. Uh, it's not exactly like the rowdiest crowd, but they got up for that. They got up for that in Durham, and I think, gosh, dude, Mike Elko is just doing such a freaking good job with his team right now. He's doing so good, and it stinks that Riley Leonard is hurt, and I don't know that how quickly he can get back. But man, if he gets back quick enough, man, I think this Duke team. And remember, by the way, this is a loss Notre Dame. They're still undefeated in the ACC. So this does not mean that Duke can't go make something happen, right? They could totally still do that. But that requires Riley Leonard to be healthy.
Absolutely. Yeah, right to Mitchell Evans, man. That guy's a baller. Notre Dame's got two really good tight ends there with him and Holden stays. You say what you want about the receiving core, as young as they are, as Chris Tyree's a former running back, playing receiver for him. They got some good tight ends, and it's obviously nice for Sam Hartman to have some big body guys that you could just throw it to, even when they're covered. Even if you make a bad, inaccurate pass, they can still catch the ball. But yeah, survive in advance for Notre Dame. This was huge after a very physical, heartbreaking loss against Ohio State to blow a 13-0 lead to Duke and be down and be a 4th and 17 was a 4th and 16, and then to get the ball on your own 5 yard line, go 95 yards. Really impressive. Really, really impressive. Um, Good to see them get a bounce back. It doesn't get easier for them, right? They go to Louisville, who's playing good football right now with Jack Plummer there. And then you got USC. And then you got your bye week and you can reset for a pretty light back half of the schedule, considering what you thought it was going to be. coming into the year with Pitt and Wake Forest not playing well, Stanford as bad as we thought they were going to be, maybe even worse, and Clemson, having a down year so far. But this was Notre Dame needed this one to stay in the college football playoff race, and they got it. And I think Duke's going to continue once Riley Leonard gets back. They're going to continue to play really good football and continue to prove that this was a really good win for Notre Dame. It's hard fought, right, on the road. The spread was 5.5 for a reason, right? It was supposed to be down to the wire, and it was. Obviously, you and I picked Duke. I think I do it again. I think they got off to a rough first half. It was really weird first half. Notre Dame missed some things, but so did Duke, right? And obviously some turnovers there with Riley Leonard. But yeah, it's that was a good game. That was a really, really good game.
It is really weird though. Like Notre Dame is getting into opponent territory. They're just not finding ways to score points. If they kind of change that down the road, I don't know that I would pick Duke again in this game, to be honest.
Which is weird because a team like that struggles in the red zone, obviously the red zone is hard to score in, right? Or to get into the red zone, whatever it is, right? But typically, like factors that play into that, right? That should equal a recipe for a good red zone team is elite line, check, right? Big bodied receivers, check. Good running game, check, and a very experienced quarterback that doesn't typically turn the ball over or make poor decisions, check with Sam Hartman. So, like you said, what's going on? I don't know exactly what's going on there.
I will say this, and once again, how often do I talk about how good of a coach Mike Elko is? I do it all the time. But let's just say, okay, the Aldrich estimate, 30-yard run. Let's just take that away, right? Let's take that away. All right, and then let's take away. I won't even take away Jeremiah Love's 34-yard scamper. Notre Dame averaged 3.3.5 yards per carry. The rest of the game, you take away the Jeremiah Love 34-yard run, they averaged 2.9 yards per carry. And this is an elite offensive line. Goodness gracious, Mike Elko, you have outdone yourself again. You have outdone yourself again. I'm excited to keep watching this Duke team. Even if I'm excited to see, I'm not excited to watch Duke without Riley Leonard, of course. But if he is out,
let's see it, Mike Elko, man. Let's see it.
I mean, he might just be dialing up. I mean, this might be if they start winning ball games without Mike or without Riley Leonard, this might be the greatest coaching job we've ever seen at the collegiate level. I mean, just unbelievable.
You talk about, right, obviously Mike Elko has been a pretty hot name thrown around, and I just pray he doesn't go to Michigan State because he's so much better than that. But besides the point, no hate to Michigan State, but I hope he runs back at least.
That was definitely hate to Michigan State, by the way. That was definitely hate. And viewers, if you're watching for us for the first time, CD is in fact Minnesota Gopher, so he knows Big Ten football.
With the divisions going away, I don't want him anywhere near us. But regardless, I hope he runs it back one more year with Riley Leonard, right? Because I think you get one more year for him to make key moves in the offseason, like a couple transfer guys, and then continue to develop and get a scheme in there with another year of Riley Leonard, who's got another offseason, to continue to work, to continue to get better. I mean, watch out, man. That's going to be really, really fun. Really, really fun. And obviously Duke should be, counting every minute as a blessing with Mike Elko there because of how fantastic he is. But also Notre Dame won the football game. Marcus Freeman, you did it. You didn't choke, after a big game. You're playing good football right now. You won against a really good football team. And if you're Duke, man, this one sucks. And it sucked even worse, right? Those last 45 seconds of the game were terrible. And it's the hard part is it's not going to just equate to one loss. It could be multiple without Riley Leonard there.